Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer on the science behind sustainable fat loss. Let's just dive right into a deeply frustrating reality that honestly so many of us have faced. You're putting in the work, right? You're actively eating less, you're skipping meals, you're essentially starving yourself, and yet absolutely nothing is happening. The scale literally refuses to budge. It's incredibly demoralizing. But today, we're going to unpack exactly why that happens and, more importantly, how to fix it. And I promise you, the solution absolutely does not involve starvation. So are you eating less, maybe skipping meals, but that scale simply isn't moving? Listen, if you're nodding your head right now, I want you to know you're not alone. And more importantly, you are not failing. We've all been sold this narrative that losing weight is just a simple math equation. Just eat as little as humanly possible. But when you do that and the results completely stall out, it is so easy to blame yourself. You start to think you just aren't trying hard enough, right? Well, here is the absolutely crucial point you need to internalize. It's biology, not willpower. Please let that sink in. Actually, scratch any guilt you might be carrying right now. The reason your current eat less strategy isn't working is not because you lack discipline. It's because your own biology is actively working against a fundamentally broken strategy. Your body is just doing exactly what it was designed to do to keep you alive.
Okay, let's get into section 1, the crash diet trap.
Here's the secret. Your body literally cannot tell the difference between a diet and a famine. When you severely restrict your food intake, your body doesn't think, oh, awesome, we're getting ready for beach season. No, it thinks you are in a literal famine and that you are going to starve. Because of that, it triggers an intense, hardwired survival response to protect you. Take the dreaded 1,200 calorie threshold that so many diets push. You'd think eating that little would just force your body to burn fat, right? But remember that survival response we just talked about? When you put less food in, your body adapts by burning less energy out. It basically slows your engine down to conserve fuel. That's exactly why so many people can eat just 1,200 calories and still completely stall out on their weight loss. Scientists actually have a term for this: metabolic adaptation. This is when your body literally slows its metabolism down to survive on those restricted calories, which effectively halts your weight loss. This perfectly explains why that toxic eat less, starve more culture simply results in a massive, super frustrating plateau. You haven't failed the diet, your metabolism has just adapted to survive it. Moving right along to section 2, fast weight loss myths. We have all seen those ads promising you can drop, 10 kilograms in a single week? But let's be real, what are you actually losing on those extreme diets? Mostly water and precious muscle, not fat. And here's the worst part. The moment you start eating normally again, all that water and muscle weight comes rushing right back, and often it brings extra weight along with it. Real fat loss, on the other hand, it's slow, it's steady, and it's actually sustainable. So here is your golden rule. If it sounds too fast, it's not fat. We really have to reset our expectations here. Real fat loss is a sustainable process. When you chase those extreme, rapid drops on the scale, you're literally setting yourself up for biological failure and an inevitable rebound. All right, section 3, 5 habits for sustainable fat loss. Let's talk solutions. Here is a quick overview of the 5 habits we're going to explore. Notice something right away. These are not restrictive rules. There's no mandate to cut all carbs or only drink celery juice. These are positive additions. They're metabolic boosters that work in harmony with your biology instead of fighting it. Habit number 1, protein first, at every single meal. Now, not only does protein protect your muscle mass and keep you feeling full so you just naturally eat less, but it has this incredible biological advantage. Your body actually burns more calories just digesting protein than it does digesting carbs or fat. It's like an automatic metabolic boost just from choosing the right macronutrient. How cool is that? Habit number 2 takes literally 10 minutes. A 10-minute walk after your meals. It's so manageable, but biologically it works wonders. A quick walk helps your body use the food you just ate for immediate energy, rather than packing it away and storing it as fat. It's such a simple yet profoundly effective habit. Habit number 3 is all about sleep. Specifically, protecting yourself from hunger hormone spikes. If you get less than 7 hours of sleep, these biological triggers just fire off. Think about that for a second. You could have your diet completely dialed in, eating perfectly, but if you aren't sleeping, these hunger hormones spike and can actually lead to weight gain. Poor sleep actively works against you hormonally. You absolutely must protect your 7+ hours of rest.
Habit number 4, strength training over just cardio alone. Look, a lot of people think fat loss means endless hours chained to the treadmill. Cardio is great for your heart, for sure, but cardio alone will not fix a slow metabolism. Strength training, however, builds muscle, and muscle is biologically expensive, which means it burns fat and calories even when you're completely at rest, just sitting on the couch. To boost your metabolism long-term, you gotta lift.
And habit number 5 might be the most important one to unlearn. Skipping meals is the #1 mistake. Remember that whole famine response we talked about earlier? Well, when you skip meals, you directly signal to your body to slow its metabolism down. Plus, let's be honest, it almost always leads to massive overeating later in the day anyway. You must eat consistently to reassure your body that it's safe to burn fuel.
Which brings us to section 4, the 1-week reset. Okay, here is your concrete 7-day checklist. Prioritize protein at every meal. Take a 10-minute walk after you eat. Cut out liquid sugar, get to sleep on time to hit that 7-hour mark, and commit to just 1 strength training session. Notice what's missing from this plan? Yeah, there's no juice cleanse. There are no miserable 500-calorie days. This reset is all about building habits that your body can actually keep up with and that actually stokes your metabolic fire.
I want to leave you with this really powerful thought. If you've been starving yourself and not seeing results, it's not you, it's the method. Please, take that to heart today. Let go of the guilt. Stop fighting your biology and start working with it. So what do you say? Are you ready for the 7-day reset? I challenge you to completely drop those starvation methods today. Apply these 5 habits for the next 7 days, work with your biology, and then come back and comment your results. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. And hey, don't forget to subscribe for more insights to empower your journey. See you next time.